US President Barack Obama celebrated his 48th birthday on Tuesday. Now, it was a mostly private affair with family and friends partying all weekend long at Camp David. In a surprise move, Obama also later showed up at a White House Correspondents' Meeting and distributed cupcakes, amid much applause and singing of happy birthday songs. But there's one group that's not celebrating, because for them, what's important is not when Obama was born, but rather where he was born. Meet the birthers. Birthers believe that Obama is not qualified to be the President of the United States because, according to them, he was not born in the United States but was instead born in Kenya. Therefore, he's not a natural-born American citizen and can't be president. Essentially, it's the latest in a long line of Obama conspiracy theories, which have claimed variously that Obama is a socialist, a black supremacist, or a closet Muslim terrorist, or in some cases, all three, as effectively parodied here in this New York Post magazine cover. So at the end of the day, what's the bottom line? Exactly what is this nebulous conspiracy that the birthers are hinting at?
Here's how it goes. You want to destroy America from the inside, but you can't, because you're a foreigner. So first, you got to find yourself a good old American willing to reproduce with you. Then, you have that child on foreign soil, while simultaneously placing the birth announcement for that child in one of our fringe states' local newspapers. Your Hawaiis, your Alaskas, your Pennsylvanias, you heard me. All right. And then, I'm kidding. And then, hold on, you wait. Until this baby is a middle-aged man. Now the trap is set. You just sit back and let that child go out and win the election for President of the United States.
But jokes aside, is there any truth to what the birthers are saying? Is, in fact, the President of the United States not the President of the United States?
I want to show you something. All right, let's get started with this right here. Can you get this, Robert? Take a look at this right here. See this? Can you shoot this right there? You got it, Robert? All right, this is a printout from the state of Hawaii. It's a certification of live birth. Child's name, Barack Hussein Obama II. See it right there? Can you read that? All right, down, lower. And as you go across, you see he was born 7:24 p.m. There it says the island of birth, Oahu. There it says when he was born, August 1961. His parents, his mother's a Caucasian. His father is Barack Hussein Obama, who's an African. All right, there's all the information. This is a reprint of his birth certificate, or as it says here, certificate of birth.
But despite the ridicule and, well, the facts, the birthers have been getting a lot of airtime on almost every American TV channel.
Some people still say President Obama is not an American citizen.
A lot of questions remaining, and seemingly the questions won't go away because they haven't been dealt with, it seems possible, to straightforwardly.
Barack Obama has yet to have to prove he's a citizen. All he'd have to do is show a birth certificate.
No, you are feeding the wacko wing of your party. Do you believe that Barack Obama is a legitimate native-born American or not?
The non-stop coverage finally culminated in a now legendary slanging match between Ollie Tates, the birthers' attorney and main spokesperson, and a pair of MSNBC news anchors.
You haven't answered my question. What would be the motivation? What would be the motivation for Barack Obama's family?
If you're talking, okay, you need to show some decency and integrity as a journalist. You need to give me an opportunity to explain. I cannot
okay, Orly, you can talk about integrity and discipline. Go for it.
lies coming from the mainstream media. 85% of American citizens are saying Obama was not vetted, he needs to be vetted, he needs to provide original birth certificates. The only one that are on the fringe are Obama's brown shirts in the media that insult people and
Name
would not let them speak out the
Obama's
truth.
brown shirts. You're referring to, you're making a reference, Orly, to Nazi Germany and to a lot of us who lost relatives in the Holocaust.
Exactly.
That is deeply, deeply
Your
offensive.
behavior
And now for the real reason why this story is still chewing up the airwaves. And that's because one man above all bears the responsibility for shoveling this product down viewers' throats, even though it's clearly well past its expiry date. That man is Lou Dobbs, host of a CNN show as well as his own radio talk show. And he's kept on bringing up the issue on both the forums available to him.
We have a document issue. Do you suppose he's No, I won't even use the word undocumented. Wouldn't be right. There are those who claim that he was born dumb in a different country. I don't know what the reality is. No one does.
Your issue, though, is about a certificate. It's not about how the media is covering it.
No.
So which one is it?
My issue is this, okay? When this can be dispelled so quickly and simply by producing it, why not do it?
He has produced a document that is satisfactory, but it's not satisfactory to you. So, Lou, he's not here to satisfy Lou Dobbs. He's the President of the United States. He probably has other things that's on his mind that's satisfying Lou Dobbs.
And the strange thing is that most of the debunking has also taken place on CNN. And even on Dobbs' own show, when another CNN anchor was filling in for him.
The president's birth certificate says he was born in Hawaii. Political Fact Check, which is a nonpartisan group, went to Chicago to view the birth certificate last year, and they released photos of the Republican governor of Hawaii, Linda Lingle. On record, she says Obama was indeed born in her state. The director of the Hawaii Department of Health wrote a letter that the Hawaii State Department of Health has Senator Obama's original birth certificate. We also have a copy of the Honolulu Advertiser, the newspaper, August 13th, and the Hawaii Star Bulletin, August 14th, 1961, both announcing Barack Obama's birth.
But just a few days after that, here was Lou, at it again.
And the left-wing media launching an all-out attack against me because I simply called for transparency on the issue of the president's birth certificate. Questions persisting as to why the president won't release his original birth certificate. We'll find out what happened to transparency and the accuracy of record about the president's citizenship.
So at this point, I'm just going to go back to Jon Stewart.
Been dealt with.
Do you even watch CNN? That was Kitty Pilgrim filling in for you on your show. She debunked that theory filling in for you on your show, Lou.
Now, the birther issue is one that even the far-right media has stayed away from. And I'm talking about acknowledged bigots and Obama haters like Ann Coulter, who said on more than one occasion that the US should just invade Muslim countries, kill their leaders, and convert the populations to Christianity. And even she won't touch this issue with a 10-foot pole.
However, he is wrong on this issue.
Okay, good.
And I do want to point out that every conservative publication, from, Human Events, The Sweetness and Life blog, American Spectator, dealt with this because it was raised as an issue
a year ago.
and said there's nothing to it. So for CNN or MSNBC or you, Geraldo, the liberal on Fox, to be bringing this out as if it's an issue, it's just a few cranks out there. It's like when networks bring on the 3 remaining clammers in America on TV.
But Dobbs right here has successfully kept the issue alive simply by talking about it. And now we have people talking about him, talking about it, and that even includes me, and I'm here in Pakistan. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how issues are created on 24-hour television. Now, finally, one media watchdog group, Media Matters, said enough is enough, and decided that they'd try and beat Dobbs at his own game and also embarrass CNN in the bargain. And that's by making an ad against Dobbs to be aired on CNN during Dobbs' own show. This is what the ad looks like.
CNN's Lou Dobbs has been promoting the false, right-wing conspiracy that President Obama hasn't produced a valid U.S. birth certificate.
The president's birth certificate.
CNN President John Klein said Dobbs' obsession was legitimate.
President's birth certificate, long-form birth certificate.
It's time for the most trusted name in news to live up to its slogan. Let CNN know there's nothing legitimate about racially charged paranoia.
Well, that was the ad. Now, as for what exactly became of it, well, to answer that question, I'm going to be joined by Mr. Eric Bolhart, who's a senior fellow at Media Matters, right after this break.